Hello and welcome back. Picking where we left off last time in Europa Universalis 4 in our chill Ottoman game where we're just about before the year ends in 1511. Let's see. Are we planning on going eastward? Probably not. I think we're probably got a treaty here. That surprisingly looks... No, never mind. There, I see. March 1524. So we got 13 years. We're going to go into them. About the same to go into them. Oh, do I have some excuses to go into their territory? That would be an option. Go after the Great Horde. When is the treaty with the Hungarians done? 7 years before the treaty with the Hungarians is over. Ethiopia, 10 years. And we haven't done anything to Adal yet. Granted, I don't have any excuses yet to poke Adal. I'm not so menacing, we just dibble vassalize our way down the coastline yet. Nor do we know about Sub-Saharan Africa. Okay. Portugal and Castile in their usual hug box, yeah. I don't think poking that hug box is a good way to go right now. So it looks like we're going to go pick on the Great Horde to start off our warren for the episode. Units prepared for that. Trying to decide how I want to build these guys up. So I'll push you there, and there. Lose one of the cav armies and replace it with a... Oh no, we just have a pure infantry army, that makes sense. Let's say we lose one of our artillery, one of our cav trains, so now we just got a pure army. I think that's one of the janissaries. Yeah, looks like for starting up this war and starting up the stream, we're going to be heading into the Great Horde. We'll see how much we take off with them. Probably... Well, obviously, we should probably take over stuff in the Caucasus. I think that will clear one of our missions. So we got Janissary privilege, we can pop anytime we need for more Janissary loyalty. Push north, we'll collect right before we go after the Hungarians for our CB versus the Hungarians. And then march into the mountains here. Get 5 more provinces in the Caucasus. We'll complete this and gain gain claims on the Persian region. But to be fair, we got some claims on the territory next to the Persian region in Quara here, but Quara's got a peace treaty for the next 13 years. Anyway, so we're going to expand eastward. I suppose we could actually also invade Hormza. They are, sadly, a little too big to vassalize right now. But we also don't necessarily need their stuff right. Their stuff was for Desert Arabia, which we got the minimum provinces for there. So it's just we have claims on them. We don't need their stuff right now. If anything, we want Baghdad, so we can claim he's the Caliph. Be able to complete that immediately. Yeah, okay. Oh, I should actually revisit the fleet. Because we presumably have... Well, we got a lot of money, so we can probably spend it on building up our fleet. Let's get them in position first. To simplify the recruiting. Sultan and Lindy, we'll go ahead. Pause depausing. Screwing up my pauses there. Okay. Sufi shrines. We currently have maximum legalism. What I can do, and what I will do, is we'll go ahead and take a debased currency. Give us some corruption. We're going to then do enforce faithful adherence to remove that corruption. And then we'll get some more legalism here. This is Yanya. Isn't all that important. It is also a wool province, which is not the best of province types. Extra manpower, extra base tax. Probably extra manpower. And then here, we'll go with the one that makes them happy. Anyway, fleet's almost in position. So we're going to build like 5 more, not 10 more. Screw it up, double click. Okay, there we go. Do I want heavy ships? Probably. Let's go ahead and get 5 heavy, or 50 heavy ships. Afford it. We can. And then we'll put the rest of the force limit into trade protection. Okay. Construction-wise, we probably want to raise our income. We got 19, 16s there. 23, 19. Okay. $13, $15, $13. Okay, there we go. We got a free diplomat. Did we finish? We finished vassalizing, but we didn't finish converting to an islet. And wait a couple days. Promote to islet. There we go. Are these guys still rebellious? Yes. You're someone else's subject already. Okay, let's get one of the diplomats out here. Work on these guys. Couple miners in Persia that we can get to swamp sides. Let our armies continue to march into position. We don't need the navy for invading the Great Horde, so we'll just invade them. Oh, I suppose I should... Well, we'll wait until we get military access. I'm pretty sure a Jom will bring in some friends, or bring in some military access provisos in, so we can get into these guys. But we'll probably send some troops after a Jom as well. National rest down is nice when it's an option. We got 5 open slots. Can't ally both of them because they're rivals to each other, because that will get in the way. We'll just ally the first one. We don't take aggressive expansion with the other one. And once that diplomat's back, I think we'll start the war. Right, Horde. Apparently Crimea's got a bunch of claims. Where are the claims? Okay, not quite what I want, but I'm on board with declaring for your claims. No, no, don't declare war on Crimea, we want to declare war on the Great Horde. Okay, we'll go after Bakhmut. Let's see Bakhmut on the list. Yeah, there they are. Of course we see them on the list. Yeah, we won't call a Jom as an ally. We'll probably do a separate piece for the Jom, breaking off some of their subjects. But they're not gonna be the primary target for the war. Right, so let's come running in nice and fast. Oh, actually, we'll save one of these brigades before going east. Because we've got fort there to siege, we've got fort there to siege. And how many generals can I have? Nope, only 5, but I got 4. So one of these guys needs a general. We'll get that on siege stack. The siege will benefit from it. Wait for the month tick. At this point, we probably have military access through. No. It's probably going to take them a long walk around. Corazon. I think this is one of our islets. No, this is the person we just did an alliance with. That makes sense. We can call in Hormza against their ally. Interesting. Don't think we'll bother right now. Don't think we need their help after all. Might try turning the in-game audio down a bit between parts. Creating particular loud music tracks is probably, I think, what's happening. I'm noticing it. Okay, we're on the forts. We're a little low on military power right now because we're taking a military idea. So we're not going to use our cannons to blow them open. We do have pretty severe numerical advantages, so we're not too worried about the enemy starting anything. Though they'll probably try to go around and get into our stuff in the rear. That's pretty expectable. So we can see that they got the Ajam army down here of 21,000. And we're going to stop them from jumping our siege stack by having a combat stack right next to it. One of our generals just died. Not too much of a problem. Just get another one. So, we're going to want stuff we have claims on. I might go a little bit more because I probably want to be able to touch Nogai. And then we'll probably just make a big predictor and add to our march here. March has pretty low desire to be independent, so we can give them a little bit of territory. And to be fair, giving them territory is going to make them more likely not to want to leave. Okay, we broke that siege. They're in grasslands, so they're actually in a good place to attack right now. Let's attack them. There we go. Ajam's army pretty much wiped out. Okay. Capital fell. Do want it down south. Yeah, let's take the siege stack down south. Oh, interesting. Moscow's in, no, Moscow's in Moscow's hands. Thought for a moment, because the colors here are pretty similar, that were saying Moscow because it was actually held by the Great Horde. And another person added to the Empire without having to fire a single shot. Wonders of diplomacy. Are we missing a fort? It's not like a fort there. You go over and investigate. No, we've got one more in a jam. Not quite yet, do their High Liberty Desire. Got all Ajam's forts down. At least all the ones we know about down. Which is giving us... not 100% war score, it's giving like 60, which is more than enough, I think, for... oh, no, there's one more, apparently. I got one more fort hidden down in Basara. Now you're an islet, and you're an islet. We can embrace colonialism with our piles of ducats. Let's do that. Colonialism embraced. And we can embrace a tech. Someone else already has it. But at the same time, it's not like a military tech. So I'm thinking I'm going to hold off a little bit. Just to savor our diplo power here for other applications. Anyway, when is this down? I don't really want Fars. We're not going to be able to double vassalize Fars. We're going to have to come in with the guns to deal with Fars. Thinking about something and I got... oh, we got a advisor slot empty. Let's replace that. Don't really want land force limit. Probably do a double promote on land maintenance. Okay, we're gonna have to wait a little bit more for the second promote. And then we got a quest, I think, to get Constantine up to 80 development. 75 development. We got a little bit of spare double power, so let's re-engage the encouraged development. Drop the cost. Grab a diplo point. And back to carrying out this war. People want me to spread attack to them. Well, we'll do it again. I think we're only allowed to do it one at a time, so we'll hit accept in case we are allowed to do it to multiple. You keep sieging down the Great Horde. We're getting pretty close to being done with a gem, I believe. There's the Great Horde's armies. Now, we might be interested in doing something against them. once we're done with Ajam. They're still floating around with the forts. Protection of commerce. Cool. Random positive event, always nice. Yeah, that was like base tax. We'll pay 2% of the crown for that. Siege of Bassar is over. Okay, so I think we're time to negotiate with Ajam. 95% war score, yep. What we're probably going to do is we're probably going to have them cough up their subjects. Yep. Getting 3 subjects popping out of them. I think we're in a situation where we'll be able to probably diplo-vassalize all those subjects. Take money. There we go. And then we have 99% war score against them. So we'll just let time advance for a couple days. And yes, we know we want that stuff, because we have claims on all that stuff. I suppose the alternative... Kazan is not our subject. If they were, I'd probably give them their cores back. And they're too far away to become our subjects, so we're not interested in giving them their stuff back. Okay, so we can give that core back. Take those ones for ourselves. We could free Ryzan. Free Astrakhan. But I don't think either of those are worth it, so we'll just take those. And then Crimea, you have claims on that stuff. Okay. I think we still want to go ahead and get to Astrakhan, so we want to sneak across like that. And then we'll get this interior area to our march for border protection reasons. Especially the fort. And obviously the war goal sounds like a great idea. I take that treasury. Yeah, let's go with that. That's earning a bunch of aggressive expansion, mostly against Georgia, mostly against the Great Horde. In fact, mostly against the Great Horde. So it just means that the Great Horde and Georgia can form a coalition against us, both of which will have treaties. And if I time it right, what will end up happening is I'll just go delete Georgia before anyone else can join the coalition, and then we'll delete the Great Horde before they can join the coalition. Well, they delete the Great Horde. Get a treaty with them before they get any people to come join them. Okay, so play that. We have great power of the Ottomans, which is real cheap coin costs. Everyone has above 50 opinions, so we can seize some land. Well, let's try to get our troops back into reasonable territory. You know, if you're gonna go through friendly territory, you've gotta go all the way around. Don't cancel your orders. Oh, of course, they're just gonna do weird things. Okay. Genoa is one of our vassals. Okay, so it might actually be worth also trying to take advantage of the Genoan cores. Or thinking about it. They've got cores primarily on Milan. What does Milan got for allies? Austria. How scary is Austria? Big enough. Big enough we don't want to poke that bear right now. This is a chill game. That's a war that I could probably, if I wasn't trying to play chill, that we could win. Same thing with the Pope right now. Pope's got France. Naples, subject to France. Aragon, allied with France. Yeah, okay. It's almost like everyone on the border with me is like, we need an ally. You have Savoy as your controller. Savoy has Castile Milan as their controllers. Or as their friends. That's gonna be a fun war. Oh no, Saxony, not Savoy. Saxony's a little bit more manageable. That's where Austria's coming from, that one. Saxony, Strasbourg, Brunswick, Austria. You kind of want to kick the Austrians. Obviously, still want to wait for that peace treaty to come down. Rights of passage. We'll just keep him in the harem. Of course, we just released a bunch of subjects, so I should probably try to onboard them ASAP. Welcome to the Empire. You welcome to the Empire. Diplomat back. Offer them alliance. We'll turn around. We'll offer vassalization in a moment. Become an islet. Become an islet. These guys that are in the area, we're going to go ahead and put them on suppress and rest. Of the march, these guys become a subject. Once the diplomat is back. Well, let's get that diplomat back. One diplomat to go here to improve these guys' opinion. Get it low enough we can turn them to an islet. Get them off our control issues. Get there, make a offer alliance. Yeah, so want some marriage, that's fine. We'll offer military access. Then next month we can do offer vassalization. Oh, and we can now complete march into the mountains because we have the stuff north of the mountains. No mountain is too steep for us to conquer, apparently. Okay, so there's a couple runs that we need to take off of the Lithuanians, who are junior partner of the Bohemians, which is going to involve a war with the Austrians. Yeah. We're going to be fighting the Austrians. In fact, it's sounding more and more like we're going to have a back-to-back-to-back war with the Austrians. Which, if we're going to be fighting the Austrians, is probably how we want to fight the Austrians. We want to hit them hard and then keep hitting them. No, Bellucci's town's vulnerable to vassalization. Treachery within the family. We can kill him. But he's got free hunger, which isn't super important. 2, 4, 6. So it's a little above average. About 3 points above average. We'll say send guys to go kill him. Assassins sent to kill failed to perform their mission. A former heir has fled the capital together with a group of closest swords and now prepares to fight with the lives. Okay. Only reform the army because we want that military skill. He got replaced with 554, so other than the fact that we got a revolt somewhere to deal with, not that bad. There's some pretender rebels. And we got some peasants up there in Moldova. Should have checked where the rebels were going to be so I could send troops to deal with them. Before I clicked the thing away. Okay. Yeah, that's the only one we're aware of. Williams gained some more military power, so we'll grab a naval drill. Not super important because it's Navy morale. Oh, I don't need to continue improving Uzbekistan, so let's send someone to Uzbekistan. Anyway, they're being dealt with, so I don't need to worry too much about them. Oh, we already took admin tech 10. Still gonna delay taking diplo tech 10. Want that diplo power. I want us to be able to spend that on improving stuff at the capital. So we're trying to get the capital up to 75. Rather than spending on the tech to get it a little early. Oh, you're at war with Chagatai. On the attacking side. So that's because you're allied with Bukhara. Okay. That's a big Bukhara. Still go ahead and get these guys allied. We're going to try to integrate them. Well, not quite there with them. At some point we'll have to come after what remains of poor Venice. Because they still control one of the most valuable cities and one of the potentially most valuable trade nodes. Because as we start to push everything down, it's going to be real easy for us to push everything into Venice. So treaty-wise, we're waiting until 1518 to start Saxony-Hungary War. That will be with Austria, so we'll want the whole army. In fact, we'll probably want to raise up to a force limit, so we need another two combat units, up to 8 combat units, or that are upsized like existing ones. Force limits might actually be getting pretty decent in Europe. It might be time to go up to 30 units stacks. Yeah, we'll probably go up to 30 unit stacks. Oh, I got a diplomat free. Where to send this diplomat? Anything follow up on Balochistan? Proclaim guarantee and probably royal marriage and offer military access and that sort of stuff. Now we just gotta wait for them to be at peace. Looking at the time, I should go ahead and put the part break in. So if you're watching on YouTube, there will be another part up tomorrow. In the next part, we'll probably get to war with Hungary. Even though it's going to be war with Austria, I think it's worth doing that war. And again, having a war with Austria isn't that bad. We can use it to break off some Austrian portions as well. I don't think we'll necessarily be able to break anything off big enough to do double vassalizations, but yeah, they have to be really chipping pieces off. I don't think we're going to get quite as lucky with what we do with the Trent. We really did make subjects in the Empire. But yeah, we can chop a couple pieces off of the Holy Roman Emperorship. I don't think he is allied with enough of the electors. Right, we'd have to figure out a way to get to do the dismantle HRE. Either allied to us, well, we gotta have them as ally, have them as a subject, or have their capital under our control. So that's not gonna be super easy for us to do. And that's all 8 of them. Right, so it's the HRE Major and the Electors. And I think being at war with Saxony isn't going to bring any in. It's going to bring in Austria because they're allied. And I think Austria might, as head of the HRE, get to bring in their allies. They'll get to bring in Brandenburg. And Brandenburg. Yeah, so we're going to be at war with only three of the 8 we need to dismantle the Empire. And we do at some point want to dismantle the Empire. It's kind of getting in the way. Kind of getting in the way of being a chill conqueror of Europe. Wait, we put down... No, we haven't quite put down. We put him down. You're still marching over there. Oh, before I forget. We're trying to end the episode here, so I hope you've been enjoying. This is where we're going to go ahead and end the episode. If you're watching on YouTube, there will be a part up tomorrow. If you're watching Twitch, feel free to hang around. I'm going to take a short break where I stretch the legs and get right back to recording. So with that, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.